reality. What were you expecting going into this journey, and let's say, what was the reality of your first week?
Yeah, so I saw when I guess I'm trying to think back to the time that I saw the videos, right? So expectations were a little high. That's to tell you the truth, because I saw these crazy returns, right? And then the first week was, I would say, educational, because I was in a few trades, and there are certain critical points of the trade that you get in, and sometimes the trade might be going in the opposite direction. These are basically trend reversal opportunities, and so what you have to understand from that is that you have to wait for the reversal to happen, and there's a probability percentage assigned to it. Right? So therein lies the psychological aspect, because there you start to see pretty much losses up to like 50%, 60%, 70% of your investment.
Yikes!
And at that time, in my from my previous experience, penny stock trading or large cap stocks or mid cap, I would have rules like, okay, I'm going to cap my loss at a certain percentage, right? But those were under different accounts. Right? When you've identified the trend reversal opportunity, you have to let the move happen. You have to wait for it to happen. You can't jump out of it, because then you'll end up in a bigger loss than you ever had in your other expense.
I do believe that it's quite a common error
Right.
that people do, right? They get spooked when the market's going down, they sell, and they end up to right back where they started.
Yeah, it's a huge psychological thing, right? So it's, for me at least, if you're anywhere as competitive as I am, I start getting feeling that, I'm defeated by the market, this helplessness, because seeing a loss and it's continuously increasing. So it becomes, it becomes really challenging to stay in the trade, and pretty much jump out of it.
Yeah, and I guess a lot of people, if they lose 70K, it would blow their minds. They would say, oh my God, Frenchie market moves, it's a scam. Did those thoughts ever cross your mind?
Yeah, the thought that they were scammed never did, for me at least. I'll tell you why. Because again, when I watched the videos, like I said, it based off of my research, I just had a feeling that these guys have those kind of calculations going. So I never doubted the system. I did doubt the fact that maybe this particular trade may not turn out to be the way, giving me all those profits per se. So I had those kind of doubts.
Were they ever sustained by any negative reviews? Did you ever see any reviews or anything like that?
Yeah, so in the beginning when I was thinking about joining or taking the courses and joining the team, or get a life coach from them, I read one of the comments that I read was, I've been with Leo and only 20% of their trade work, and it's all a scam. If I look at the time span that I've been with them and calculate the percentage of trades that have been success, and then the percentage of, or the magnitude of the wins that I've had, it just completely surpasses, right? So I'll give you an example. You have, let's say, 20K, and you've invested in 4 different trades, right? This is $5,000, which may not be the case. You will balance out the trade depending on the correlation between the market conditions. So you won't necessarily be 5K. It's not as simple. But for simplicity's sake, you're $5,000 in each trade. Let's say even 2 of your trades don't work, right? But 3 of your trades work, and you have 1,000%, or even 400, 500% profits in the other 2, and 1,000% in bond. So you're up all of a sudden. You're going to be 50,000, 30, 40, and you'll be well over $100,000 on a $20,000 investment. So, right, so that kind of says something about that 25%. And then, yeah, sure, there were times to be honest, when out of those four trades, maybe two worked or even one worked. But even when that one worked, it just, like I said, it completely overshadowed the loss.
So basically, you did not want to give up no matter what, right? You were thinking, given enough tries, things would pick up.
Yeah, so that was a very difficult phase. If anything, with any kind of like method that you're applying to your trading, right, in calculations, you look at it over a span of time. And I think for me, it was maybe that difficult span of time, but also I was not completely, into, like, I didn't understand fully. So there was a lot of room for me to understand, the trade and how to be able to trade. So I think that a combination of that and then mostly market conditions kind of led me to like multiple losses. One thing that kept me going was the belief in the system.
Tell us more about your biggest loss.
Oh wow, yes. So my biggest loss came in a matter of, I would say about 10 days, about a couple of weeks time. And it was close to 70,000. 70 to 75,000. You gotta know a thing or two about trade. You gotta have a good understanding, sound understanding of when to get into the trade, and when to get out. Right?
How many trades participated with Leo last week?
Close to 10 trades, 8 trades at least, yeah. 8 different stocks. Yeah.
Could we show your account history for our viewers? Of course, all the numbers and important information.
Yeah, as long as the personal information is obviously. Sure.
Could you describe your experience in following Coach Leo or Coach Chris?
Sure. Well, so I started trading with Coach Chris, and I've been with him for 5 months, and the experience was very, very wonderful. So he's the person who kind of like gave me deeper understanding after learning courses into very insightful and critical aspects of the courses and of trading. So, for example, and beyond. So, for example, like balancing, like how do you balance what in this new sector of stocks that you invest in? What is the correlation between different stocks? For example, what does it mean if online stocks are going up to the retail? Right? So, if the Amazon stock is going up, not necessarily Walmart's go up, it's going down. If you're not able to retailers, it's going to buy for more money. Right? And being able to calculate, the target, looking at different pivot points, so on and so forth. So there's a multitude of things that I learned with Coach. And from Leo as well, I've just started trading with Leo. I just feel like there is so much more to learn, right? So they have tremendous amount of experience behind them, and I just feel like kind of like show the path, without actually going, walking the path for spending time of years and years and getting their level. They're like actually guiding sort of fast track, super fast track.
Yeah, they kind of did the legwork so that you can run that a little bit faster.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say.
So Jay, what does it feel to win big as a trader? Because statistics tells us that actually 95% of within the game lose money.
Well, you feel like the king of the world, basically. You are very exhilarating, euphoric. I'm mindful of the fact that I can't be trading before you. Then you build up expectations of the trade, the next trades, and so on and so forth. And then again, it becomes hard for you when the trade is not going.
So out of all the 13 market moves, which one is your favorite and why?
I have 2 actually. I'd say move 2 and move 3. The market conditions are right it's pretty like you can just sit back and relax and watch your profits grow. It's the best feeling. As opposed to pretty much in one direction.
Would you say that is the happiest moment of the week?
Yes, pretty much. Yeah. I'm very happy.
And what about the scariest moment of the week?
Scariest moment, yes. Well, scariest moment, I think what it was being able to come back. So if I had made that loss, the scariest part was, would I be able to get back up and get back into the game?
So what would you say is the main difference between studying the program and working with a coach?
So I think one is theory, obviously you learn and you apply it. And when I did that, I should say that it helped me a lot with preventing me from getting out of the trades that I shouldn't, or getting into the wrong trades. But how should I put it? It's synonymous to, let's take doctor profession, right? As a doctor, medical doctor. So you study, being a doctor, but until you kind of practically implement what you learn, you don't really get the whole, package.
Yeah, you don't get the whole picture.
Picture. So trading with a coach, I would say, is as important, if not more important.
So to summarize, you've had a lot of success with 13 market moves. What would you like to say to fellow traders who have not reached that level of success yet?
Find yourself the right type of guidance. Find yourself the right type of program. There's 50 million videos. There's as many coaches, some great coaches out there that promise you 50, 60, 70, 100, 200% return, so on and so forth. And if you, in your research, if you learn anything about trading, you should be able to understand and find for yourself the right type of guidance. So this is where I'm pointing to 13 market moves, because I don't know any better. So I would definitely say that give this program watch the videos, try to understand what's going on. Consistent success, similar type of success with different people. What does that